Hey guys, Tim Avery here with Visual Testments. I wanted to hop on here and just kind of share some things that I've been thinking about and wrestling with. Not really wrestling, but wrestling on what to say and just how to share this because, us as men and as people who struggle with any type of addiction, I just want to kind of just share this message with you because it's important. And 2 Timothy verse 3 and 4 talks about as a soldier overcoming every single evil thought, evil thing, evil deed, as a soldier of Christ, a victorious soldier of Christ, in fact. So those things, that we struggle with thoughts, those thoughts that we may have that just are intrusive, think of those things. In Ephesians, it talks about that we need to put our minds on things that are pure, that are holy, that are righteous, So here's the thought that I want you guys to think about, okay? If you guys are struggling with pornography addiction or just intrusive thoughts, sexual thoughts, lustful thoughts, whatever, or any type of addiction that causes you to think other than things that you should be thinking about, like your family, the goals in life that you want to accomplish, your work, your job, the passions and desires that you may have in your life, because those are the things that you should be thinking about. If you think about it, those are the things that you should be thinking about, because those things are from the Lord. Those things are honorable. Those things are the pure thoughts that you should be having, because everyone has a destiny. Everybody has a purpose in their life that they're supposed to accomplish. And why are those thoughts so intrusive? If we know that we don't fight against flesh and blood, but we fight against principalities and things in the air, those intrusive thoughts come from somewhere, and there's a reason why. Because if we think about it, those thoughts come because they're distractions. Right, those are distraction thoughts. That's what 2 Timothy 3:4 talks about, is that those are distracting thoughts. What are they distracting you from? They're distracting you from your purpose, distracting you from your destiny. And so when you aren't able to think about those things, you're thinking about lustful things, it's a distraction. It keeps you that much further from accomplishing the things that you should be accomplishing with the Lord. So I want you to challenge yourself. If those thoughts come, whether that be thinking about drinking, thinking about alcohol, lustful thoughts, pornography, whatever those thoughts that come, why are you having those thoughts, and what are they keeping you from? Right? What are those thoughts keeping you from? What are they distracting you from? Right? We are created by God for a reason, on purpose, for a purpose, and when those purposes come to pass, those things are powerful against the enemy. And so the enemy is distracting you with these thoughts. They're intrusive thoughts. But we've done it to ourselves. Let's not give all the credit to the enemy. We've done it to ourselves to where we open that door. We just need to shut that door so that way those thoughts don't continually to come. So when they do come at the enemy, it's like, no, my mind is not my own. I was bought at a price. I was bought by the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And my thoughts are going to be focused on, let's just say you love music and your passion is music, or your passion is dance. What's the next dance move? How can I mean, those, if you have an invention, if you have a very lucrative idea, those things are the things that you should be thinking about if you find yourself in a lull of, getting into that nothing box. If you're a guy, you know what I mean by when I say that. But what are those thoughts? Where could you focus your thinking? So if your automatic drop thinking is to go into a nothing box and it's just filled with lust, filled with drinking, filled with thinking about getting high or whatever, what are some of the things that you can be thinking about? Because those are the things that you should be thinking about. Because when you start thinking about those things and exercising your brain power as it was designed to do things like creating new ideas, witty inventions. Focus on your purpose, your destiny. Like I said, if you're a music person, if you're musically inclined and you're thinking about songs and lyrics and things like that, those are where your thoughts should go. If you're a dancer, and you're thinking about dance moves, how to put a dance together, or a coach, what are some of those things that you can put together by your thinking power, because God's given us the ability to think and be creative. What are some of those things you could be focusing your thoughts on? Okay, so I challenge you with that, because sometimes as guys, we don't know where to put our thoughts when we're getting those intrusive thoughts. but it's really a distraction. You know, what are those thoughts distracting you from? Those thoughts that you don't want to have, what are they distracting you from? What should you be thinking about? Should you be thinking about your kids? Should you be thinking about your family? Should you be thinking about your wife? You know, your spouse, whatever. You know, those things are those good and honorable and pure things, you know? So I would encourage you with that, is to think, okay, why are these thoughts coming? What are they distracting me from? And where can I be putting my thoughts for? Love you guys. Hopefully that helps you guys. Bless you guys. You guys are great. Sign up if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel. Do so right now. We continue to put things on here like this just to help you guys. It's free. It's a blessing. Love you, and I'll catch you next time.